guys, welcome back to Jack Mocks, and welcome back to another awesome mock build. This is my Mysterio Police Station Breakout. This is a highly anticipated mock. Been hyping it up for the past couple of weeks, and I am just so happy to say it came out beautifully. Also, I thought I would bring it to your guys' attention that this mock is based off of the Police Station Modular set, so just FYI as we go along. It's an understatement to say that this mock definitely pushed my piece count limit for my collection because I have been focusing on much larger mocks, specifically with tiles. But however, using my resources, I was able to create an amazingly detailed mock using all the techniques I could utilize. The main one being snot. Snot was definitely the most helpful technique I used. As you can see with the tiles across the windows were really prevalent. But the minifigures also sell this mock a lot. As you can see, I have the 3 Spider-Men versus the Green Goblin and Mysterio, which we're going to get to later. One of the goals I had in mind when setting out to build this mock was definitely keeping the architecture of New York in mind. As you may notice from movies and film, New York has a very boxy architecture in which it's just a box with some pillars, maybe some neat architecture outside. So I tried to mimic that in my build through, pillars using the snot technique. But what you also will notice about this mock is that as you go back, you're going to notice a lot of weathering. That's due to the Mysterio's drones as he is breaking out and creating illusions around the building itself. I tried to keep the roof very unremarkable to just kind of keep a simplistic tone to the mock overall, but I think the Green Goblin really steals the show with that custom glider, as well as the 2 Spider-Men. But in the back, as you can see, we have Mysterio's illusion sequence. Calling the illusion scene awesome is definitely an understatement. I packed it to the brim with details, but to do this, I took inspiration from the film Spider-Man Far From Home, in which Tony Stark is literally crawling out of the grave to haunt the webhead. I basically swapped out Uncle Ben for Tony Stark, but this is due in part to the drones. The drones were just such a blast to build, as I could utilize them in swarms to create such immaculate details throughout the mock, specifically in the illusion sequences, as they add a very tech feel to a very rotten portion of the mock. I built 2 types of drones. I built a gunner drone and an illusion drone. With just a couple of cheese slopes and just small parts, I was able to assemble hordes of these things, and they were just so much fun to build. The first floor is definitely my favorite because it definitely captures the claustrophobic elements of the illusion sequence so well. The second floor, however, is definitely the most haunting, as Spider-Man is running towards the skeleton of Mary Jane, which has been trapped in a jail cell. This is such a great scene in my opinion, as it's so haunting, but it's also so detailed, featuring all the mist surrounding the feet of Spider-Man, along with the office aspect with the open doors in the back. It's just so amazing. The third floor, however, I left barren just to give a sense of relief to the mock, but also this is going to tie into the overall mock series itself. One of the things, however, that I hated doing was the pillars. The pillars gave me so much crap. I cannot tell you how many times I threw them, but once I figured them out, I was able to make everything modular with the frame. I am a modular builder, and I like everything to be seen, every room to have detail, and every scene to have purpose. And as you can see, I accomplished that beautifully. Once I was able to figure out those dang pillars. Anyways, going on to the first room, as you can see, it is divided evenly by this wall, and not any wall, it's a mist wall produced by the drones. And it's just to kind of create segregation from the lobby of the police station into the illusion sequence itself. And I think it does it wonderfully with some green studs and some drones. But I really like the parallels between the two, as one side is very even and cleaned up and the other side is just chaotic and just claustrophobic. And I just love it. Plus that Uncle Ben figure just cracks me up. Creating a simple yet charming feel for the second story was a bit tough at times, but through some office equipment details such as newspapers, security cameras, etc., along with a reliable snot technique, it was a blast. I tried to keep the third story as simple as possible, besides the drones busting through the window obviously and the interrogation room. That's just because I'm going to utilize the third story heavily in the mock series itself. However, once reassembled and placed right next to Oscorp on the mock, it looks amazing, guys. I am so happy that I was able to put it on and get you a little bit of a glimpse into the station itself. But be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, keep on building.